last week was, I kind of say average. The weekend was not bad. It definitely would have been even better. You'll find out about that once I get to the end of the sales here. So, I'll start off with the negative feedback. Got that removed. Uh, Instantly removed once I messaged eBay for Business on Facebook. Removed it immediately. Um, and what's also funny is I had also submitted a feedback request, and the buyer, I got the email today that he did, and still left it negative, whining about how it's 3 weeks later now, and I got it, and I from California can get things in 6 days. He clearly never even read the message of how I was sending him another one. He's just clearly a buyer that um is just very triggered about this whole situation. So um obviously blocked him on both accounts, that's for sure. So and I did double check the revision doesn't show up. It's gone. So all right, starting off with this Lego 3-in-1 space roller coaster. Sold it for $90, free ship. This I think I ended up going to like California, so kind of shipping on it kind of got pricey. This is one of the original September 3rd. As you can see, it's something I listed a while back. I think when I like first got the two other Lego boxes, so that's why it's like the 90 free ship instead of like some of the other ones where it's the lower price, plus the calculated shipping, which I was kind of doing with a few of the newer ones that I'm getting around to listing. And I still have some to list as well. I got 2 Tranquility Gardens still, and then 3 Donkey Kongs to still list, maybe 4. I have to double check if I did list that other one. I did list one of them. Next is this little Black Flag bug zapper. Sold it out on offer, $26.99. This I got from the Home Depot pallet. And this, the guy, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was the guy who bought it, and sent me a message asking if it was rechargeable. Because he said it didn't show in the photos, and it didn't say in the specifications. Even though I sent him a message back. No, it's electric. You just plug it in. There's no recharging it or anything. And this one I didn't show any photos of it being out of the box because of when I put those other mosquito things, where eBay took the listing down because it, under the pesticides, that they can't be opened. So that's why I didn't open it. I didn't want this to get flagged. Not that you really need the photos of the actual, zapper itself. So sold that for $27. Next is another Toro Power Jet. Sold it for $60. Yeah, I changed it up on this one. I did 60 plus 15 ship. Because shipping on this usually about like $15-20, kind of depending on where it's going. My brother had got another one on one of his pallets that he bought, so I threw it up there, and this sold surprisingly quick. Sold within a day. For $60 plus 15 ship. Because that's about what these go for when they're in like pretty much new condition. Which this one pretty much was pretty close to that. Next is this the last Paw Patrol truck. So as you can see, had 7 of them, sold all of them, $20 plus 10 ship. There was 8, but got the one. My grandmother is gonna buy it for as a Christmas gift, so I have that off to the side. But not bad. 1 month to sell all of these Paw Patrols, and then the other ones I sold within not even a week, so not bad. Next is this little Buffalo Fire patch, where it's bent on the bottom, or it's just kind of bent over permanently. $3.99 on that one, and this has been around way longer than September 14th. This was one of the few things that I sold similar on when I was clearing up, going through some old inventory to clear some and kind of just condensing all my patches. This is one of the things I relisted. Next is Matawan, New Jersey, Fast Team patch, sold out on offer $7.19. Next is this Federal Fire, sold for $4.99. Next is one of the Tranquility Gardens, sold for $70 plus calculated shipping. And this only went to Pennsylvania, and it cost about, and the buyer paid about 16, 17 bucks. And it only cost me like 13 or 14. Actually, I think not even that. It was like 11 and 12. Because the calculated, they paid retail rate, where obviously I ended up paying the discount. Obviously, I get the discounted rate for eBay. Which is kind of why I was, with calculated shipping, thinking about not having it at the retail rates because they're so pricey. That it might kind of, put your listing, as not very desirable, especially if they're super far. You kind of alienate all the West Coast buyers because it'll be so expensive. I don't know. I'm kind of still trying to figure out how I want to do the calculated shipping. Like on my actives tabs listed, I have the pop-up on the top about like the different settings that you can do, where you can do it as they pay the discount rate, retail, or like a customized rate. I was thinking about doing like a customized rate at like 5% off. Just take a little bit of the edge off of the super expensive shipping. And not give them like the full discount, so I still have like that little bit of room for supplies, for the boxes and the bubble wrap and the paper and the tape, and then if I, kind of the time of packing them up, and not necessarily the gas for, because if it's for the post office, I have to just pick it up. I don't go anywhere, and if it's FedEx or UPS, it's super close to the house, so I just ride over there when I got time. So I usually don't have to have anyone, drive it over. So I'm still trying to, get a feel of how I want to do calculated. But then I also noticed with doing the 5% off, when I go to do the shipping rate table to kind of see what it'll cost to get a guess, it won't show me the eBay discounted price for some stupid reason. I didn't want to show it, so I did end up taking it off, and I think I just put it back at retail or calculated. Or retail or discount. I don't even remember. I played with it, like, I changed that setting like 4 times that day, so I don't know what I did with it. Next, I sold 2 of these Lego Creator Main Street sets out on offer for $60.44 plus 15 ship. On each of them, I did flat rate with these ones. The buyer accepted the offer for both of them, and then sent me the message of, will I do a combined shipping? And I did, dropped it down to $20. Is what it ended up being about to send the 2 of them. It was like 18 and some change, and then the box cost me $2, so we just put it at $20 on that one. I was hoping they'd buy some more Lego, but nope. Just the 2 Main Street sets, or hell, buy all of the ones that I had listed. Because I have quite a few of those listed. Next is this York County, Virginia Fire, $7.99. Charleston County, South Carolina Detention patch, $6.99. This FDNY Engine 299 Ladder 152 for $9.99. Then another FDNY Engine 65 sold out on offer $5.39. Not to the same buyer, but within a few hours of each other. Next was this Hava Heart 1025 live animal cage. Sold that for $40. Free ship. Came from the Home Depot pallet. One of the and I've sold this before as well. My mom had gotten one on an Amazon pallet she had bought, and I sold it on eBay for $40 again, or as well with that one. That one's going to Nevada, but Ground Advantage actually ended up being not too bad. like 12, was it 12 bucks? I don't even remember what it was, but it was surprisingly not bad. Next was the Soki, Illinois Fire Medic, sold out on offer $539. Next was kind of a surprising sale. It was these Amerimax 4.5 inch by 1 inch by 5 inch vinyl hidden hook, and it was a box of 123. As you can see from this photo, it was supposed to be 125, but this came from the Home Depot returns, and someone literally took 2 out of it and then returned it. And it's one of the things where you figure, you know, they're not. It looks pretty full. They're not going to sit there and count out if all 125 are there. You know, it just looks pretty full. You know, take the return, whatever. Put the green sticker on it and call it a day. I obviously know that with returns, when it's pieces like this, you got to count every piece. Don't believe that it's actually full, because it's there's about a 99% chance it's not. So these are for, I don't know, as you can see, like gutters. You put it in the gutters or whatever, and under the roof line or whatever. That's what they look like. That's what, all of them in the box. So sold out on offer $185.99. I was actually surprised. This is not something I thought would have sold fairly quickly. This was something I was expecting that was going to be, a long hold. But when it did sell, it would be, it's good money. Obviously, at $200. Shipping this even to California was not bad. It was, I think, about $20. Even for this being super heavy, as heavy as this was, 10 pounds. And a 16, 12, 8 box. It was only about $20 for FedEx. FedEx Home. Next, Connecticut Department of Corrections, $4.99. Another Tranquility Garden. Oh no, this. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're into the weekend could have been better. So it started with this Main Street set. I had received a message, asking if I'd, could like work out a deal if they bought multiple sets. So I said sure. Obviously I'll do that. No big deal. And then they said they wanted the Tranquility Gardens and the Star Wars, with the Main Street. So and mind you, they sent this message at 2 something in the morning. So, I was chatting with them till 3 a.m. about, alright, I'd combine shipping, yada, yada, yada. To do the shipping invoice, I'll send you, or I think they wanted me to make another listing maybe or whatever, but I said I will send you, or I'll send you in the morning the combined shipping in your, add them all to your cart and then request total, so that way you'll have them secured. And then tomorrow I'll send you the updated shipping, because you can see I have calculated on 2 of them, and then Star Wars was free ship. So I said, put it in your cart. I'll deal with it in the morning, because it's 3 a.m. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Put together the box and then put them in there, see what the dimensions will be and all that. Run it through the calculator, and then send them the new shipping total. So I did that, and that was yesterday, and they haven't paid, and I haven't heard from them since. So I'm really hoping they would pay, because obviously $140, $75, $70. This is a very nice transaction. This is a $300 transaction, a $300 order, and clears up 3 Legos, and will get me a good chunk of money back, out of that Lego pallet, out of the 2 Lego boxes. So like I said, I haven't heard anything. So they still have 3 more days, because it was just this morning when I sent it. I've already sent it to him twice, because the first time when I sent it in the morning, I didn't know if it actually went through or not, but then I sent it again when I got home, and it did, and it went through the first time as well. So I'll probably send him another one tomorrow morning. Or was that Sunday when I did it? Now that I think about it. Yeah, or was it Sunday? I think it might have been Sunday. when I did it. When I originally did it, because I'm thinking, because I remember I was waiting the whole day and then thinking, oh, maybe they'll do it. Yeah, it must have been Sunday. Very early Sunday morning. I figured, oh, okay, they, were sending me this message at 3 a.m. Maybe they'll, they are busy during the day, and they'll send it, they'll buy it later at night. And nope, still haven't heard from them. So we will see. And mind you too, they're in Florida, so this 3 a.m. thing, it's not like it was California, and it's only like, was it what would that be, midnight there? No, they're in Florida, so we will see if that ever sells, if they ever pull through. All right, next, sold one of the Disney princesses. I got a message with a sob story. Their kid wants it. They're going through hard times. Would you do $20? I figured whatever. I've already made all my money on this pellet. I can handle a charity case. So send them the offer, and they did accept and pay right away, the same day. So that was good, and I got it sent out this morning. I only made $6 off of it. But like I said, I already made all my money back on that pallet. I'll make a killing off of this. I can do a charity case of $20, free ship. It was only going to Florida, so it didn't end up being too bad. It was $10 to ship it. And as you can see, I got 27 others still. So, even with the 12 sold, 2 of them being nonsensical chargebacks. But eBay has my back on both of those, so I'm still gonna get paid either way. All right, next is this Connecticut State Police pipes and drums. Sold it for $7.99. I got 3 of these pipes and drums patches left from a lot of pipes and drums that I picked up, that I paid up for as well. And I'm just begging to be finally out of these pipes and drums. As you can see, August 26th. That's not when I originally got this lot. I got it quite a long time ago. I'm just hoping to wrap up that lot and be done with it already. And then next is this Carson City Warren Engine 1. There's a string of auctions that I ran, and this is the only one that got a bid, like right at the end, for $5.99. So that's it for this account. We'll move on to the other one, which is real quick, just a small handful of orders. Simpsonville, South Carolina Police, $5.99. These next 3 all sold together. The Savannah State University at $5.99. This Mansfield, Massachusetts at $5.99. And then this Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation at $7.99. Total ended up being like $19.97. But because I paid the $3 in shipping, I just upgraded it to tracking. And especially after that homicide one, that whole ordeal, I was almost tempted to change all of the listings to the $4 shipping no matter what, even on this, $3.99 St. Paul's, just because people are annoying. Next, this little Monroe, New York Police, $4.99. I did sell another NYPD homicide. Concerned about this one, but what are you gonna do? That's the name of the game when you don't do tracking. And then next was the St. Paul, Minnesota. I got a million of these stupid ones. So nothing big on this account. So that's it for all the eBay sales. I did want to mention that my brother had decided like Tuesday that he wanted to do an impromptu yard sale to move some of his inventory, and free up some capital that he's got. He's got a lot of capital tied up in like 3 or 4 pallets at the moment. So he just wanted to have an impromptu yard sale. I figured, sure, I got some stuff I can throw in the yard sale. Pretty much a rerun of stuff from the Fisher Price. That's not, the stuff that wasn't worth listing. The gamers, the keys. They're like, car keys. But, for kids, obviously. And then there's, wannabe action figures. The Flash, Joker, and Buzz Lightyear is the 3 of them. And then I threw in a couple of toys that should have just went out the first time. Two little like play phones. One of the Linkables, the Beaver, I threw in there, and I think that's it for Fisher Price. That I threw in. That's I just wanted to be done with, and then from that toys palette, Target Toys, I threw in Barbie. The two Barbies I have, the Life in the City, and then Chelsea, the Scientist. The little Thomas engines. Because those haven't been, those have like those had no views on them, and they're $17 free ship. I figured what the hell, throw them out there. And then anything else? I think that was it. I threw out there. Oh, the Giggles. I figured whatever. Those are $5 toys. I'm trying to sell them by the case pack. Throw those out there. See if I can get rid of those for $5. You know, that's freaking retail on them. The Magic Sand as well. The retail, I looked them up on Target, is $5. Granted, on eBay, they're going for... They're sold comps of like 10 to 15. Granted, that's like free ship too. Try to sell those. Nope, no hits on the sand. But sold some stuff in the yard sale. I also threw out there the Nerf gun. Didn't have a good sell-through rate, and it's cool. I figured that's something that would easily sell for $5. You know, just get rid of it. So sold, what was it, like 45 bucks in the yard sale, which is not bad. But with that, my mom also did a post afterwards with the $5 toys. Put it on Facebook to kind of, see if anybody would want any of the toys. She ended up receiving a message from a lady who does a lot of, like, I guess, charity work in the Dominican Republic, who was interested in a bunch of the toys. So she set that all up today, and then that netted me, what was it, 65 bucks on some toys, on a mix of toys from Fisher Price and Target as well. I also forgot there was two of the monster trucks, two of the bigger monster trucks that weren't really worth listing. The sell-through rate on them wasn't good. I could have just listed them anyways, but I figured I was kind of like holding off because those are something I could always just, keep for myself and for Christmas time and give them out as a gift or whatever. So she wanted some toys. So my mom did all the arrangements on this, did the whole deal. And she ended up coming and picked up a bunch of she did 2 apiece of the Flash, Joker, 2 of the gamers, 2 of the keys, and those were all from the Fisher Price. The Flash and Joker were the action figures. She didn't want Buzz Lightyear. No one wants Buzz, except for whoever magically made like 5 of them disappear. Those I might end up just donating for like Toys for Tots. Like, I'll recheck the sell-through rate, but I might be able to peddle some off on eBay. We'll see. I'll have to re-look them up, see if they're suddenly became desirable. I really don't think so, but anyways, she picked up those. All the Thomases, she took all of those. She also took 2 of the Chelseas, 2 of the Barbie Life in the Cities, the 2 monster trucks, and then 2 Giggles. Because I did sell 1 in the yard sale, and then I'm like, oh great, now that screws up my case pack. Because they came in case packs of 3, and that's how I'm trying to peddle them off. So I'm like, great, now I'm going to have 2 just random Giggles. But she did take those. So, I say it was a little bit difficult because it definitely sounds like English was not her first language. So, the communication was a bit difficult, but, anyways, did end up putting a deal together and made, $65, so not bad. And I kind of reran the numbers on that Fisher Price palette. I don't think I'm gonna make, I don't have the Google Sheets pulled up of it, do I? No, it's not on the other tablets and on a different sheet. The Fisher Price palette actually is not turning out to be that good. I'm thinking I should break even on it, but that's about it. I don't think I'm going to make much on it. That was not really a good palette. I feel bad for the people who got... the sale was Wednesday, and there was people who camped out Monday for those Fisher Price toys. I feel bad for them, because those were definitely not worth camping out for 2 days for. I was super excited, but they're not... I don't think they're going to end up being that great. Because I'm really doubting that I'm going to be able to sell Barbie for $400. I'll do as low as like $300 just to get it gone. The other Power Wheel shouldn't be too hard at $250. And then Thomas, I'm thinking like maybe $100. 120 maybe. So we'll kind of see what ends up happening with Fisher Price. And then yeah, because I don't really have much else left from Fisher Price. Just a couple of toys. So, and they're nothing super crazy either. So, it is what it is. That's just the name of the game. Some are, home runs like that Target was, and then you get Fisher Price where you just break even. So, other than that, I've rambled on for long enough. We'll see you guys next week.